going on?
Alright, man. So like we was talking about earlier, just got you on here talking about your tattoos. Tell me a little bit about your name. I know you for a long time now, so I pretty much know most of the answers. But I'm just trying to, for the people, figure out about your age. So first off, I want to just talk about your first tattoo. What was your absolute first tattoo?
My first tattoo was here. It got it's a basketball with a cross and has handles through it. And that's what my dad used to call me growing up, whatever, just through basketball and everything. So that was my first one.
So handles, that's what everybody used to call it.
Yeah.
I remember that. Alright, how mom feel about the first tattoo?
It was rough. I used to text him every day for like a whole year, asking. And then finally my dad went with me. And then my mom wasn't too fond of it. And then she, no more. It's always been no more.
And then you end up where you at.
Yeah.
So like, what really got you into it? Getting tattoos?
I think it was a few reasons. I think one was, at the time, like the basketball culture and everything, watching like NBA players, and then Allen Iverson, of course, who I looked up to. And then I think it started to be another way to like express who I am, and like to be able to like create me in another aspect to where I see myself, for as far as like just basically expressing myself, like for everybody to see too. Like you can always express yourself through like drawing and stuff, but that's only for you to see, and maybe if somebody you show, but something that stays with me and be able to show everyone.
Right. So like, it seems like, most of your tattoos are a lot of meaningful tattoos, a lot of religious tattoos. So does that go with a lot of the tattoos that you find yourself wanting?
Yeah, I think all my tattoos have a meaning to them, and probably all of them is religious for the most part. Might be one or two that's not religious, but for the most part, everything has to do with my strong faith in my religion.
So out of all of your tattoos, what would you consider your favorite tattoo?
Of Elena, I got my daughter right here on my chest. That's by far my favorite tattoo. Yeah.
I got one of my mom. My portraits always usually like the most closest to your heart.
Yeah, definitely was.
That's what's up.
Definitely was.
That's what's up. So like, out of all of them, what would you consider the most painful? Because you got a lot.
Most painful was probably a little on my stomach, like the rib area, and then definitely towards my elbows. As you can see, like some of my elbows ain't complete, so I kind of stopped right there. Them was painful, and just like on the like the little bone on my wrist, like them was rough.
Yeah, it's the small spots that like, people, you think like the ribs and everything is gonna hurt the most, but it's like small little spaces and stuff that hurt the most.
I'm sure it was the most. Yeah.
Now, I did a couple on you.
You did a lot.
I know the last one.
Last one was on my thigh. That was smooth. I didn't think it was bad at all.
Yeah.
I was kind of nervous about that, like hurting, but that was smooth.
Yeah,
it was smooth. Yeah. The one that did hurt was the one when I got it on my chest in my fraternity, and we started it, and then had to be back for curfew. So I had to go back to curfew, and then came back after curfew to finish it. And by then it was sore.
And that was up in college.
That was in Bowling Green. That was. It was like 2012, maybe 2011.
That was the beginning of my tattoo career. That's
crazy.
really where I was getting everything, like all my business from. Just the more I would travel, go to your college or out to Ohio State, OU. But I remember making them moves.
Yeah, I remember that too. We was in Danny Tatiana's house with Danny.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was crazy.
So back to the NBA, how you were talking about Allen Iverson and guys like that. Were those your big inspirations in the athletic industry, I guess I should say, that, you know, really wanted you to get tattoos? Like, who was the best? Like, who has the best tattoos, you would say? Who has the best tattoos in the NBA? Yeah, who has the best tattoos in the NBA?
Man, I think work-wise, relating that wouldn't be something I would get.
Quality, right?
Yeah, I like Birdman's.
Gift that he gave it.
Dunleavy inside, Birdman flying high.
Okay.
Like how all his color and stuff, like it looks like it's like legit.
Right.
Like, but I think it fits him though. Like I fit that's who he is. Like
Right.
I think it fits him. Who else? I like some of DeMarcus Cousins. He has some good leg work. Like
Yeah.
him, my boy Ben McLemore.
Mm-hmm.
He got some great work too.
Yeah. I always liked Monte Ellis as well.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
he's a
He's
smooth
got good
too.
work. A lot of those guys get tattooed by the same artist, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, he tattoos a lot of the NBA guys. I know, like Kevin Durant and I believe his name is Randy.
Okay. I think now that you say that, because I think that's who it's a black guy, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
I believe so.
Yeah.
And I mean, he tattoos a lot of the NBA guys.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I think because that's who DeMarcus I think was going to.
yeah, he definitely does some solid work. And what's his name from the Wizards? John Wall.
John Wall. Yeah.
He got some nice work too.
Yeah.
That's definitely. So I know you're associated with the Money Team, things like that. Tell me a little bit. What's it like being around Floyd Mayweather?
It depends what situation you get into. You got the Floyd who is gonna teach you a lot and sit down when it's just us talking and stuff. You learn a lot from. The other night we was over his house probably for 7-8 hours and talking about relationships, about finances and homes, everything. And then you got the one who we about to go out to the club. We gonna spend all this money and go to the mall, buy all this stuff, act a fool. It's like every day is like you wake up and don't know what's about to happen. Like it's like a movie every day.
Oh man, I can believe it. So you drove in any of his cars?
Yeah, last summer I had the Rolls Royce for like 4 months.
Okay.
I was driving it all the time, so that I had that.
Did you ever get in one of the fastest cars, like one of his fastest?
I actually rode in the Bugatti before.
Okay.
I rode in 2 of them, one without him, and then one his orange one. I rode in it, fastest thing I ever been in. Like it was like they said it's like jet engine or something.
Right.
You barely touch the gas and you could feel it. Like it was crazy.
Dang, that's dope. Now, Floyd doesn't have any tattoos, right?
None. He talked about that too. He was saying because he always say like, you got some nice work, da da da. He was like, and he always like, you know me, I'm the golden child. Like, I had a business mind. I know. Me fighting people don't want to see that, da da da. So like, that explains him kind of as well how he is. Like,
right. So no tattoos for Floyd.
no tattoos, no piercings, no drinking, no smoking.
You know, living pure life.
And we can't repeat the stories that Dan told last night. Corner 3 for the winner from Jordon Crawford, the 27-year-old from Bowling Green.
Jordon Crawford, I thought established a way that Team Fredette was going to play, and that was going to be the way. He was going to get into the lane, he was going to move the ball, and they had no answer for him.
I know you just had the basketball tournament that just passed. How was that? I watched every game, but
it was
your experience.
That like I felt like I had a great time. Like it was the group of guys we had amazing to play with, and it was more about like the friendships I have and the family, the bonding time, and playing with them guys more than actually trying to win. Of course, that's the goal, whatever. But it was basically having fun, and like it didn't turn out how we wanted to. But we had a great time, and we'll be back next year. And there's always something to do in the summer too to keep in shape, be able to play actual games, and like for a cause as well. And it was dope.
That's what's up. Last question. Anybody out there looking for a tattoo, what is some advice from J. Craw looking for a tattoo?
I think to make sure when you're going in to get a tattoo, make sure you do your research. You always want to do your research on artists, you know, and each artist is it's more than just getting a tattoo. Like, you develop a relationship with them, you know, and you don't want to go to somebody you don't feel comfortable with. You want to have somebody that you can actually build a bond with. Like, I can go if you tattoo me, we can go out and have a good time as well. Like, it's always, I think that's the biggest thing, do you feel comfortable with. What's going on, y'all? It's Jordon Crawford, aka J. Craw here, pro basketball player from Cincinnati. Make sure you go on to YouTube, my IG, to check out all my highlights, keeping me updated. It's IAM_J. Craw, and we got a new brand coming. It's called Holy Hooper. And make sure you tune into this episode on God Inc. TV, and make sure you get Tattoos by Cam Baxter.